Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. If you've been keeping up with the channel, you know that when I find pennies that have possible um, double die variations, if I have enough time during the episode, I will look them up. Otherwise, I have to do it in a separate episode, right? Because it's just no one's watching a 2 hour long video. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know what I'm saying is my algorithms say that people check out after about a half hour, 20 minutes. So this is going to take a while. I think I have these four in front of us. Plus I have another one or two off to the side. These came from episode 318, meaning this is episode 319. And these are the pennies we're going to look at. And let me show you. So the 1971, yesterday I found an error on the 71 where the bottom of the 7 has a notch or a doubling separation, and the left of the T has this little mark here. I couldn't find a mint mark, not a mint mark, a maker's mark, I think that they're called. Maybe this one will have it. So that's one. This 64 has, let me go a little closer, has all types of separation lines throughout the whole thing, the motto, even some stuff on the date. Does this one have anything on the reverse? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, this 5 is on the die has created this error, but you can see a special notching on the corner up here. And there might be some other stuff going on. I think you can see it in the W. Now the big question is like, why does any of this matters? Well, because what we're looking for here, you can see this nice error. Look at that on a wheat cent. It's missing part of the O. But the date looks too thick. And it looks like there's some separate. I saw separation in the U. You can see it in the U on the bottom there. You can see separation. And I think in some other places. So that's 4, right? So the reason we're looking for this is because if the penny's identified as an error, right, on copper coins or some other place, then you can identify it when you go to sell it. You say, hey, this is the 1985 D001 dash, you know what I'm saying? You could do all that. Yeah, this one here looks like it has a RPM. Top left of the serif. So here, this is the 5th one. And I guess this might be the 6th one. I said it has a the T, the W and the E. Well, there's a die chip there. But I also thought I saw something on the reverse. Oh yeah, on the reverse there, it looks like there's doubling here in the T. Or it's machine doubling, right? A lot of these can be machine doubling. All right, so we have 6 that we're going to look at. So let's get busy, or this is going to be a 3-hour video. And we're going to start with the 71. We're going to go to Copper Coins date guide. All right, let me take the light off. All right. I think a couple of them I left the light on like by accident. All right. All right, and then what we're gonna do is I'll pick the date right? So the first one's the 1971, and I already know. And then we go to the top over here, right, where it says whatever the penny is. This one's the 71 P1DO, right? Because it's Philadelphia. Now, this is no, this is not the one we're looking for. Let me not. So now I have now. What I do now is I look at it in hand, right? While you're looking at it in the screen, I'm looking at it in hand, right? And I want to see if what I see is up there, right? But this was not the one. It's on the next page. And see, I think it's the 006. No, it's the 007. It's this mark here on the bottom and the last T in trust. Now, the question is, does it have this mark here? Let me pull out my other loop. I have a little bit more powerful loop. And I think for this one, I'm going to need it. And then we'll look at the maker's mark to see if we can find it on this. I couldn't find it on the last one yesterday. It definitely has the separation on the bottom, similar to that. The question now is the T. And they showed the T. So you see this here, right over here where it says marker photos. We're going to click on that. And it's going to come up with the markers. Sometimes I'll show a little arrow, like over here. And that's in the Liberty, there's a little line. Now I don't know if they're all supposed to have all of the maker's marks, or if you find one out of all of them. And I grabbed the wrong loop again. The Y does have separation. Oh man, I'm tired. I think this is it. This one is showing it here. I see the separation in the Y up here on the top. Let's keep going, see if there's another one. Oh, here goes. It doesn't. They don't have an arrow, but this is the line they're talking about, and the I in Liberty. It's dirty above it. Let me clean it off with my shirt. Goes straight through the eye. I'm pretty sure that's it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be showing it. I don't see that one. I do see a little line over here between the L and the I. It's almost like a crack, though, and it goes like this. All right, let's look at the T. This is the T. There's supposed to be a little, oh, hold on, sorry. This is what I thought I saw. Now I'm going to look again through these things here. Ah, yeah, man, it got it. This is it. This is it, baby. Now, it has both of those marks, and let's see. Let's look on the back, see if we can find this little line. Where's it at? Let's see if we can see. I'm dying to find one of these little tiny lines, though, you know, like this. That's what I really want to see. Oh, wow, man. They got some nice separation. Not separation, excuse me. Spreading on the letters on the reverse. Anyway, we're looking for, what's that? The United, right? And there's supposed to be a little line right there on the end. Man, the reverse does look cool. I have to tell you, man. There's a doubling on the reverse. I don't see it here, but there's doubling on the reverse up here in the U. I'm actually going to look at the reverse next. Oh, does it say any? What's it say here? Oh, okay, so some of them say that it has two. So let's go to the reverse. I'm going to look at the reverse now. I'm pretty on the 007. I'm pretty sure it's the 007, but for some reason, I mean, it might just be machine doubling on the reverse. But let's look at the 1DR. Nothing. And no mint mark. Okay, so it does, but I'm just telling you, on the reverse, it has some great spreading and other stuff going on. All right, so I'm putting them straight into the flip. That's part of the process, and I'm putting this up as the 007. Oh, let me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep it to the side, and I'll show at the end of the video. I will show again the coin. Right, so I'm just gonna mark the flip before I staple it in, and let's go to. I just want to make sure I mark it correctly. 1DL007, 1971 P 1D007. And possible and on the reverse also. And it's not, it could be machine doubling, but it's still something I would want to show. You know what I'm saying? If I was to sell this penny for $1, I would still want to show that the reverse, that it's showing that it has the spreading in the on the words. Okay, the next one is this 1964. Oh wow, man! Let me clean it off my shirt a little bit. There's some dirt. There's a little piece of metal that looks like, or a piece of dirt or a piece of metal sticking out from the date. Of course, I want it to be a piece of metal. And I cleaned it off. It's not a piece of metal. But the date looks thick. The T looks like it has some separation. It could be machine doubling. It probably is. Oh, the Liberty has some spreading. I bet you it's just machine doubling or deteriorated die. And I'm looking on the reverse now. Yeah, I'm going to say this was probably deteriorated. Now that I'm taking a second look at it, but we're still going to check it out to see what the 64 shows. Let's go back to the main page. And that 71 is not worth much. Did you notice the value on the 71? It's in probably AU or extra fine condition. It's a $5 penny. That's all it is. All right, so let's go. We're looking for 1964 now. P1D. Is it a P or is it a D? It's a D. I clicked on the wrong one. It's a D. It's a D1DO, 1964 D1DO. It does not have the notching there, as this show. It does not have that. I already committed. You know what? All right, don't be too smart, Jess. Let me just check. You know what? That might be there. Kid you not. Again, another not, because I'm looking at the other parts of the four. I'm like, wow, the rest of that four really does look kind of familiar. You know, that's a very strong notch it has there. If this one has it and it doesn't, it's much lighter. It doesn't have the L. The primary, again, it's all about this crossbar right here, according to this. I'm gonna have to clean it a little bit extra with a little water. It looks like, unless that's a piece of dirt on the inside of the four, if that's a piece of the dirt, could be creating the image of a cross lit inside of the four. I'm gonna use my nail to see if I could chip out the dirt in it. Nah, that's just dirt. All right, so I'm gonna say no to this. We're gonna get rid of the 64. It's a nice condition. We'll put it with the fines. No to the 64. Next, we got the oh, that wicked 75, man. All right, let's see if we find something on the 75. And it's a P. Nothing. I knew it. Um, let me. You want to check? I'll check eBay real quick, just to see if there's a 1975 penny era. Let's just see if something comes up. I want to see if that 5 comes up, man. That is such a wicked 5. I'm gonna go highest first. I'm gonna click errors. Huh, what was that? LDDDO. Oh, that's 1970. It doesn't matter. I don't know why that came up. I put 75 in. All right, let me click errors again. Penny error. And I put 75. And all these 1970s are coming up for some reason. I'm going to put date. Let me type date in. I just want to see if someone else is identified, even if it's for a dollar. You know what I mean? That's a good place to look. Is eBay? I'll bring you up here. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I apologize. Don't get angry at me. All right. Did I put highest first? Oh, there's only 10. There's only 10. They don't have it. They don't have it. All right, let me check one last thing. Let me take out date. And let's go to advanced. Let me just do this real quick while I do this. We're looking for sold 1975 era pennies. All right. Multiple clipped, triple clip, broad struck. Look how nice this doubling is. I would have bought that for $40 too. See, these are the types of things they do not last. When errors like this, if I'm buy it now, let me tell you something. I don't want to say it's an error, but that's a severe doubling, and that's something that would. Oh, he had a couple of them. That's something that would sell very fast. This one is better. It has the doubling on the date also. The one on the top doesn't. I don't know. You have to be very careful. I mean, I guess if you're desperate, you just take whatever you can get, you know. So we're looking for the 5. All right. So we're not gonna. It doesn't look like we're gonna find it. Let me go back to this. All right. So basically, this is what I'm gonna say is that it's just it's a damaged die, right? That created this error on the 5. The condition of the penny is AU, and it still has value. What the value is I'm not sure. It has some nice. It does have some nice spreading on the motto. Oh, specifically in the we and the D in the. So, but irregardless, so we're gonna put down um, damaged date. Okay, and it's very obvious what that is. So not identified as a double die. Okay. The next one is the 57. Oh man, that 57. This was the last Coin Mojo. Let's see. First of all, let's just see what they got. If they even have it, if he even has anything up here for the 57. This year's cents. Oh, hold on. We got to click it. Is it a D? It is a D. So it's 1957 D1DO. Moderate spread to the north on the 19 and the date. Okay, and on the birdie of Liberty. No, that looks really well. The Liberty, I see something on the R. And what does it say? The 19? I mean, to me, the 19, the date looks extra thick. So he's calling this hub doubling. And he's calling this a spread. So, you know, that part of all of this is really learning the lingo. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Oh boy, here we go. I did not check the eyelid. I'm going to say no to anything eyelid related. And let me check the L very quickly. I don't think I saw anything on the L. I don't see anything on the L either. So no L's and no eyelids. And I don't see any doubling that appears like that. So there's a good chance we're not going to find anything on this unless it says extra thickness. I don't see nice separation. Nope. Nope. Okay. So no dice on this. It's probably just oh, it's pretty cool looking, I guess. But all right. So we'll put this. This will go into our. We'll just do a short video on it. And what's the next one? The 1963, right? What did I say? The The W and no, that's the die chip, and on the reverse, the D and T. The D and T where? Reverse. Oh yeah. Oh wow, wow. All right, so let's look at the reverse on the 1963 now. It does have the die chip on the front. You want to see if this showed the die chip on the front? Let's see if they showed it. Oh, I didn't check for the eyelid, extra eyelid. I don't see any extra eyelid. Oh, that W, man, it sure does look. The date, not the date, the motto. I didn't check the L either. You have to check these. You should check the L right away. The L and the eyelids, you should check right away. Extra thickness on the date and trust. Is that what he's calling it? So he's calling that extra thickness. I don't know. Maybe. It's not worth much anyway. I just want to see if they show anything on the motto. Ah, the T. Ugh. Oh, that T looks pretty strong. It's calling it a light spread, but to me, that T looks pretty strong. I'm going to say it doesn't have that. I do my best to be conservative on my analysis. IGWT. What's the IGWT? Oh, the In God We Trust. Oh, the IGWT on In God We Trust. I told you I saw something on that, right? Yeah, man. The I. I don't know about the G. What is this? What's this saying? Doubling? I feel like I see it on the. I feel like I see it there. I feel like I see it. How can you feel like you see it? Either you see it or you don't. I see lines. I don't know. Hard to say. Minor. Well, this one's minor doubling without the date. All right, let's look at the markers for this one. Oh, it's to the north. No. No. And this is where we have the die chip. It's right here. Oh, sorry. This is where we have the die chip right here. But it's doubled to the north. Ours is doubled to, if there is doubling, it's to the south. And so it's not the same. This one has a little dot. Where's this dot on? Oh, for the date. There's a little dot near the date. Nope. Forget it. No dice. Nope. But as you can see, you know, the value is even in MS condition. You're talking about $6. It costs $30 just to get it graded. I mean, it's doesn't even make sense. But I mean, I guess you could just try to sell it raw, you know, for the $6. All right, so forget about this 63. I really liked it, but all right, we're gonna put that into the fine column, the fine penny roll, and oh no, that one has the double. So that one has the die chip. What am I talking about? That one has the die chip. And then we have the RPM for the 1978D, and that'll be our last. Look, 30 minutes. See how quick it goes? Psh, crazy, man. What is it? 1978D. 78D mint mark. Oh man, one picture? Seriously? Let's look at the marker photos. So double die southwest. Where is it though? On the southwest, on the E plurius unum, southwest. All right. I mean, I don't see it in the picture. Just saying, I don't see it in the picture. I don't know what he's talking about. These are the mint marks. Under Liberty, there's little lines. All right, so let's go back to Liberty. Let me tell you, this does have lines under Liberty. Let me see if it has the specific ones they're pointing at. One is under the, what's that? The E, R, oh, it's the T and the Y. It looks like it's there. It looks like it has these lines under the T and the Y. But here it's showing the serif on the bottom left. Ours is the serif. It's hard to see. Ours is 100% the serif, the top left, right up here. You see how it has it here? But ours is much more specific. Here it's showing it on the surface. Ours is up here. So I don't know. I will show you the line. I will show you these lines though. You could try, it's hard to see. You probably won't even be able to see it, but I can show you. All right, so that's that. Let's go back. Now we're gonna look at the three. So I'm gonna write. I am gonna put this down as the 001. I don't know if it's the 001 because I don't see the doubling on the bottom. I see it at the top, but it's the only one that's marked. I'm just gonna put down MM. That's all. Okay, and we'll look for those maker marks on the bottom. I don't know if it's the 001 or not. All right. All of that time just to find this one here I'm putting as the 007. If you could remember, there's a little separation on the bottom of the 7. I can go a little closer. I have to find that exact closeness where you don't lose the resolution. Separation on the bottom of the 7. You can even see, look, you can even see that extra line. You can see it right there, right above the my pointer. Wow, that's crazy. And the T, top left part of the T. So that's the 007. And I saw some doubling on the reverse, if I remember correctly. Look how nice the spread is up here. Almost not all the letters. Is it all of them? Yeah, you can see it, how they're kind of bleeding into the rim. But the one that I saw doubling on is it this one? Let me look. Yes, it's the U. You have to look at it from a certain angle. Yeah, you sucker. Sorry. Can you see it? It's the top left part. You can see it right there. I'll use the pointer. And again, it could just be machine doubling, but you could see it right there. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm calling that the 007. This one here, not. It's just the date has a damaged. The die had a damaged date. That's all. But still pretty cool. Might be worth $5. I've never seen anything like that before. I was hoping that it was a die variation. Obviously, it is a die variation. If there's if they made 1,000 of these, then that would be a die. The point is, no one's identified. I couldn't find anyone who identified it. So that's that. So we're calling that a damaged date. And here we got the RPM. And the RPM is the top serif, and you can see the separation. You can see it right on the top serif. Now, is it on the bottom serif also? It could be, and I just couldn't see it through my loop. I would need a higher magnification to see it. But and the lines that I said I saw between the T and the Y going in this direction. Let's see if I can get a little closer. But there are a bunch of little lines, and it just might be not post-mint damage, but this penny in general might have these little lines that go up and down, and the ones I'm looking at might not be from the maker's mark. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But there are a bunch of little lines going up and down, and specifically here between the T and the Y. You would really have to look up on. You might be able to see it through on your better than I can. But irregardless, I am going to put this down as a repunch mint mark. Now, can it be machine doubling of the mint mark? It's possible. It's possible. But for me to sell this, I would have to take out the microscope and get very close in on the double mint mark. Okay, so that's that. I hope you enjoyed. This is the process of researching your pennies after you think you found something or did not find something. And what else? We found some other interesting stuff. Just so and then we had the. This one was not a variation, but it does have the die chip between the W and E, as you can see there. Sorry, I know I'm too close. It does have the die chip. We found the uncirculated or special strike penny. I think this is an uncirculated penny personally. And then of course we found, this is the one, I'm going to have to do a separate video on this. We're already in, like how it comes off. That's tremendous. Such a tremendous penny. This is, and it has the lamination error. It's just a beautiful, beautiful penny. I have to look up what the error is on this. I don't know if this is a severe feeder error or if it's, but I've seen this before with those little lines. I've seen it on, I believe, error ref. I've seen this error with those little teeth like that. So I'm going to find that out and do a separate video. Okay, so thank you. God bless. This was episode 300 and I believe 19. Yes, this is episode 319. And I will see you in episode 320.